Devin Haney wants all the smoke. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Greetings to the whole boxing community. You know, everybody who's subscribed, the community here. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Renee Box Young. Thanks for the subscribers since day one. Those who have recently subscribed, welcome to the platform. You know, this is all for the love of the sport of boxing, and that's it, okay? So thank you so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, showing your support, tuning into the lives, you know, commenting in the comment sections, all that good stuff, man. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I want to talk about Devin Haney. Man, he wants all the smoke. He wants all the smoke, you know. I want to show you something real quick. Let me show you this real fast, all right? This is Brian Custer's, you know, official Twitter. Go check him out in the link, etc., etc. You already know, right? Check him out. It says here, official profile, Devin Haney is next on the Last Stand podcast, and he has a message. Watch out for the top guys at 135. Subscribe, and don't miss the episode Tuesday, sorry. Okay, so let's check out what he has to say, though. Okay, I want to show you guys something here, okay? Let's see here. It says, you know, Devin Haney's message to Tank, Teofimo, and Ryan Garcia. So this is a quote. "If I fought so many easy guys and I was so easy, come get me if you really feel like that. If you really feel like that, then you would come get me." Oh, man. "Beat me and take my belt and get the easy money." When he refers to take my belt, remember, he has a WBC belt. He's a champ there, okay? Please don't get that twisted. It continues, "and get the easy money and then walk off with an easy night." If that's how you really feel, man, he's telling him. If I was so easy, these guys would be begging for me, and they're not, okay? So he has a point, okay? He has a point. Devin Haney has a point in what he's saying here, okay? So, you know, I want to show you something real quick, too. I'm going to go here to the, if you can see that, all right? Let me just fix the screen here. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this right here, centralize on that. And, you know, you look at the ranking, okay, as far as the lightweight, you know, 135-pound division, the rankings. I got to say something. You know, it's great stuff, man. You know, I want to refer to, once again, Bob Arum's recent interview with, you know, Fred from Barbershop Conversations, man. Salute to that channel. Salute to the bro. And, you know, he was talking to, you know, Fred was talking to Bob Arum, asking him questions, what have you, interviewing him. You know, people on the panel were calling also, you know, people listening in, tuning in, they were jumping on in, asking Bob Arum some questions. Bob Arum talked about Devin Haney, okay, they want, for Teofimo Lopez, they want him to fight Ryan Garcia or Tank Davis. I really don't see a reason to why Bob Arum wants Teofimo to fight Ryan Garcia. You know, he's fourth here in WBC, but Ryan Garcia, he still has some fights, you know, he has people to fight still, I think, in my personal opinion. He's pretty good, you know. Obviously, he's a good fighter. He has talent. He has a lot of potential, you know. And I think he's still growing. And he's not at the level. This is what I'm trying to say here. He's not at the level of Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney in the rankings, okay? They got belts, all right? WBC here, Devin Haney, everybody knows. And I understand that, you know, Bob Arum, you know, promoters are just going for the money. We all know that. You know what I mean? Bob Arum, he's going for the money. Ryan Garcia has millions of followers, social media stuff. You already know the deal. So I understand it in that point, but, you know, those who deserve, okay, we got to understand this. Those who deserve a shot at Teofimo Lopez are Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin Haney. I'm not hating on, you know, or I'm not against, you know, Teofimo fighting Gervonta Tank Davis. I really want to see that. I mean, I'd be happy with either or. I'd be happy with Gervonta Tank Davis or Devin Haney fighting Teofimo Lopez. Great stuff right there. Now, the thing here is that, you know, Bill Haney, you know, he called on. I referred to that the other day, you know, my other live or whatever. I'm sorry, my other video. And, you know, Bill Haney called and he was pushing. He was being aggressive, man, you know, towards Bob Arum in that show, as a matter of fact. And, you know, Bill, man, I mean, you know what? I got to say something. You already know, you go back to when Devin Haney, you know, the whole back and forth fiasco between Devin Haney and Gary Russell, okay? It's important that I mention this because it seems like, you know, the Haney team, they just want to fight. They just want to get the fighters. They just want to go out there and fight. I personally think Devin Haney was on the up and up. I think there was more transparency on Haney's team, on his side, than Gary Russell Jr.'s side. Okay, Gary Russell calling out Bud Crawford, calling out Haney, calling out a lot of fighters. I don't know, and I'm not going to get into that talk about, everyone's ducking Gary Russell. I don't know. But what I do know, I want to highlight, this is what I want to say. I want to underline this point that, what I do know is that Haney's team, they want to fight. They want, Devin Haney always is the type of guy that wants to prove himself. He's the type of fighter that wants to prove himself, he wants to prove himself in the division. And I think he's really serious about this when he's saying what he said, okay? What he said here, okay? Let me get back to this real quick right here. So, and he has a point, okay? He has a point. He's saying that, if I was so easy, if I'm so easy, then why don't they come and fight me then? Take the belt easily, make a nice check, make some easy money, and go ahead and go on in your career. Why don't you want to fight me? Now there are several things to speculate, but from what I see, okay, this is what I want to kind of say here. What I see is that, I personally think, man, that Haney's team, Haney, he really does. He has a point. If he were easy, they would fight him, but he's not easy, okay? This kid, and I've said this a long time ago, a while ago, or whatever, it depends on your perspective on how long a long time ago is, right? Okay, but I've said this months and months and months ago, man. When I didn't have near the subscribers I have now, thanks to you guys, slowly climbing up the ladder, good stuff, slowly but surely, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Once again, remember to subscribe, remember to like it up and share, man. Definitely love the sport of boxing, love talking about it. And I remember saying this months and months ago, man. I was talking about prospects, I was talking about Ennis, I was talking about the prospects, and I mentioned Haney, Shakur. And, I talked about Haney, and I've been talking about him, time and time again on my platform, that Haney's really mature. This guy's always training. He's always ready. This kid's always ready. Unless he, has a surgery on his shoulder like he did recently or whatever, right? But other than that, he's always ready. He wants to fight. And I detect and I see from the outside looking in that he's really honest and serious about this, okay? He's really honest and serious about this. And I don't know why Bob Arum didn't, and the thing here is with Bill Haney, when he called or when he tuned in or whatever, when he jumped in on the platform on Barbershop Conversation, salute to him. He was really pressuring Bob. That's what I want to say here. He was really pressuring him to have his son fight Teofimo. And Bob, that's where he came out and said, you know what, well, we're looking at Ryan Garcia, we're looking at, Tank Davis and that, this is big money fights and that's where the money is or what have you, paraphrasing, whatever. And this is what leads me, this is what leads me to believe. The reason why I'm saying these things is that this is what leads me to believe that the Haney team, they're really about it. They just want to fight, man. They want to fight the best out there. They want to fight. That's why I personally think, and from the get-go, I thought that Haney's team was on the up and up. I know there are little, things to consider, but I think for the majority of the whole situation between Haney and Gary Russell, I think the Haney team, they were really more, up and up on really wanting to get the fight in, and I think it's the same here, okay? I think it's the same here with Devin Haney. He really wants to fight Teofimo, but, Bob Arum, it seems like he's trying to, I don't know. I understand. If Teofimo were to fight Tank Davis, that would be awesome too. I would not hate on that at all. I wouldn't, disagree with that. I would be like, awesome. But Ryan Garcia? Bob should have said something along the lines of, okay, we'll check, let's check. I want to first consider vice versa, whatever. That's awesome. But Ryan, it's like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Why did he mention Ryan? I understand why, like I said earlier, because of the money, blah, 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 has millions of followers. But according to what's right, which I know the sport of boxing is corrupt, a lot of filthiness in it, okay? It's sad but true. But the right thing to do, and we don't always see the right thing done in boxing, the right thing to do here would be Tank Davis or Haney. That's it. So let me get back here real fast. Okay, let me get back real fast, real quick. Let me just show this to you. One moment, please. Bam. Okay, so we have, and this is the reason why. Devin Haney, the champ there at WBC. Teofimo, the franchise WBC. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't really care about that franchise stuff, but it is what it is. Devin Haney's a champ there, WBC champ. Okay. WBA, you got Gervonta Davis there, and I don't get too much into that super regular champ. Who cares? Whatever. Gervonta Davis, he's right there, so he's champ too. So in WBA, you got Lomachenko WBO here. Yeah. So I thought Teofimo got all those belts though. I don't know why Lomachenko's there. Whatever. Okay, so the point is that Gervonta Tank Davis, and Haney are right there. So those got to be the guys, not Ryan Garcia. Please don't come about with saying those things. You know what I mean? Ryan Garcia, why? But whatever. I mean, so the point of me making this video, I want to bring that out and emphasize Devin Haney really wants the fights. He really wants them fights. Unfortunately, politics and all this stuff hinders these kinds of things. You know what I mean? And I think sooner or later they may eventually fight, as far as Haney and Teofimo. But what's Haney gonna do? What's Haney gonna do? He's gonna keep fighting. If he can't get the Teofimo fight, he's gonna keep fighting. He's just gonna keep fighting guys. He's gonna keep going, and he's gonna keep training. This kid, man, is always ready. This young man, always ready, always fight ready, always sparring. I mean, I've seen it. I've been following him for a while, and he's always ready. He's just always fight ready. He wants fights. He's always training. Blah blah. So he really wants all the smoke, and hopefully he fights Teofimo soon. Now, Teofimo, if they do fight in the future, Teofimo and Haney, the styles, after seeing Teofimo beat Chanko, I think this is more like a 50-50 fight now, because I have talked about and analyzed Haney and Teo before, and at that time, this was several months ago. At that time, I thought that Haney had the upper hand against Teofimo because of his footwork and things of that nature, his boxing ability, his skills, his ring IQ, etc., etc. But now that I saw Teofimo beat Chanko, I think it's more towards 50-50. I think it's more around 50-50 if you were to fight Teofimo. So because of what Teofimo did against Lomachenko, okay? And seeing how Lomachenko stalled so many rounds, I personally think it's because he was surprised by what Teofimo was doing. I think Lomachenko was surprised by what Teofimo was doing. When Teofimo was bringing that patience in the ring, the boxing ability and skills, the patience, the timing, uppercutting when Lomachenko tried to go in. I mean, that stalled Lomachenko, and that really made him think. And forget that whole shoulder stuff. I don't buy it. Okay, I don't buy that stuff. So whatever. So I think it's going to be more of a close fight if these guys do fight, Haney and Teo, man. And if Tank and Teo fight, that's another video. But man, I mean, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what Teofimo's next move is going to be. That's what we got to pay attention on. We got to pay attention on what is Teofimo going to do next. So, man, Haney wants all the smoke, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see what it is, you know what I mean? And I know there's a lot of differing opinions about this, but, I definitely respect Haney and the belt that he has. I mean, I definitely respect him, you know what I'm saying? He wants to fight. So, go ahead and comment below. What do you guys think? Go ahead and share. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. Y'all know what it is. Renee Box Young, thanks so much. Stay safe out there. Peace out, fam.